It's when Kenny brought out all 4 belts and started whacking man with 4 belts. I said, "Rah."
Kenny's crud. I'll give it. I was this fucking sick match.
Bro, even Kenny's entrance. Oh
bro, with
my
the
God.
entrance with the belts. When he came out with the belts, I said, "This is what I need."
I'm a believer, fam.
This is what I need.
I think it confirms our claims about the network.
Yeah, it's a network thing.
It's a network thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's a network
Because
thing.
if you realise,
Oh,
before
yeah.
he used to come out with the Triple A Mega Championship, but with the TNA,
he never came out with it.
He won't come out with it. He'll probably give it to Nakazawa. But I'm guessing because it's another wrestling show on a different TV network. They don't want to give it light.
So what channel does it come in America? Like for what box office is it coming in America? Because TNT doesn't have a box office, do they?
It changes all the time. Seeing like Impact don't have a steady network, and it just changes every time.
Yeah, I think they're with Anthem.
Anthem Sports, yeah. When they on Access one time.
I think so. They change all the time.
They change all the time.
That's nuts, man.
Fam, there's so much to unpack.
So much.
But that pay-per-view stats.
No, it was good. Even the mirror match, I fucked with it as well.
That mirror match was
Miro.
Man,
underrated,
man,
fam.
mirror the entrance thing. I thought, raw.
Miro done an earthquake thing, fam.
Yeah.
You remember earthquake onto Jake the Snake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
sat on it.
Yeah, sat on it.
Man just dashed the
Man,
snake.
that's the step. Bro, do you know what? Just the E. I hit E. I don't know. Do you know what? Logan needs to hurry up because we've got so much stuff to say.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
It is, we were telling people, and that's the thing. If you want, like, come to and listen to this podcast because we've been telling you lot. You lot writ off Miro last year, and I understand. And
everyone did.
And people said, but the thing is, I always knew there was going to be potential because TK always said, listen, we're just going to let Miro have fun for now. But you see, when we push this, when we
press the button.
But I did say,
when we press this red
say in the
button,
podcast, I have to see the Bulgarian. I cannot see this
when we
yellow.
see,
I cannot
when
see.
he presses the red button, it is
over.
going to be
clear,
game over.
He's a
Man
monster.
done a double
He's a
hurricanrana.
fucking monster. Yeah.
Is that the Kenny Omega match?
Yeah.
Bro, that match was bro.
Yeah.
How
was
does he wrestle in jeans, bro? Is that a stretchy thing?
Orange
It's a stretchy thing. So
I wouldn't even be surprised if he's fucking wrestling in
But
jeans.
Orange
The guy's
Cassidy,
so good.
yeah, that guy is a wrestler, bro.
Yeah.
That guy is sick, fam.
Man can do it. Lying fucking arms behind his back.
I was
And
so
he can
impressed
wrestle
by that
anyhow.
because I watched it again today in it because I watched Double or Nothing live and I was getting bare tired in it. So
I didn't watch it live. I watched the first, not the first three. I watched Anthony. No, I watched the tag team, the ending of the tag team. Man.
Yeah.
I watched the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
And I watched Anthony Ogogo versus Cody. As soon as I saw Cody
That was
win,
cold, yeah.
As soon as I saw Cody win, I said, "Yeah, I'm going."
Is that Cody's new finisher when he puts him on the
It's
back?
one of his finishes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that looked hard. I thought raw.
Do you know like what happened is that because I was meant to do a live stream with you, man, innit?
Yeah.
Watch along, innit? So I've got back, went to Croydon. From Croydon, I had to get a train all the way back to London. That sounds mad. Croydon is London.
It's not.
Pretty much not.
So I got off at drop that
sorry.
in. I went thinking it. So as I've got to my house now, I'm like, cool. Let me have a shower, wash the clothes, eat, and after I watch thing in it. So I'm laying in the stream. I just got my cover on in it, and I'm just watching it. Cause I got that thing in it that I think I showed you. IPTV.
yeah.
So it's free. I was watching it free on the box office. Yeah. I'm watching. I see the intro from Conked Out. I woke up and I was saying Stampede at 5 a.m. I was like, wait, it's still on,
Kind
fam.
of long, but
No, but pay-per-view's long, but
Was there adverts between or something?
no. It's just a long ass
pay-per-view,
pay-per-view.
But why is it so long, fam?
No,
but remember back in the day, WWE pay-per-view used to be.
I know, yeah.
I remember, yeah,
6
because
a.m. finished.
AEW only have 4 pay-per-views a year in it, so I just want to put as much content in the pay-per-views as possible in it. So then they have 4 a year.
No,
Feels
I'll
like
start
it's more,
fucking
though.
AEW properly now.
No, it feels like it's more
Because they've been delivering pay-per-view type shows on Wednesday.
yeah, because they've been
got the
doing
specials,
they got the
yeah.
specials on Wednesday, but if you look at actual pay-per-views with no adverts, it's just 4.
So obviously with certain pay-per-view, with certain rivalries, you don't want to now wait 4 months just for the end of it.
Yeah, you want to give
You can only have so much long-term storytelling. You can only have so much. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you need the winters to
The
come
next
in.
pay-per-view is
and
in Chicago though.
Yeah, that's all out.
I can't even I know, bro. I thought someone's gonna debut it. So
The first one, the All In was at Chicago, innit?
Yeah.
The first All In, yeah. That's what everyone thought. Yeah,
CM
CM Punk.
Hey, don't say
I mean,
CM Punk.
I think he actually was meant to come though, innit?
He was, no,
Yeah, because
no,
he was at the Starcade.
They were
he
doing
was.
contract
Starcast,
negotiations. They were doing contract negotiations, and then CM Punk was just like, "Nah, bro."
I don't know, man. I feel like CM Punk's a bitter guy, small.
I'm
starting
not
to
gonna lie.
like it.
The train's gone.
At this point, we don't need CM Punk.
I don't
We
care
don't
anymore.
need
The train's gone. The train's
No, I
gone.
don't care no more. I don't care for him.
Help yourself. I'm with everyone.
I actually don't care for Punk no more. So
No,
train's gone.
I
Your
do.
legacy was the pipe bomb. That's it. That's all I see now.
I wouldn't say that, but
I would. I really would.
I wouldn't say-
because what have you done now since the pipe bomb?
no.
Nothing.
His
He
some
got back to the
Punk-
UFC.
he had the
He got
longest-
back to the UFC twice.
He-
Easily.
but prior to
by
that,
rookies.
but prior to that, he had the longest
longest title
It was
reign
easy
in-
for him to get knocked out by rookies, man. Let's be real.
Yeah.
This guy, he only trains for like a year or two. He didn't train for long. CM Punk.
CM Punk and UFC, but
the way he was gassing it up.
No, but the thing is, if you look at CM Punk's WWE run, it was actually sick.
No, very good.
The whole run was sick.
No, very, very good. No, his whole entire run was
sick.
Was good. But I just feel like now
the train's gone.
It's gone, yeah, because like he keeps prolonging it. Just say you're like, obviously he said he's never gonna wrestle, but just disassociate yourself from wrestling completely, fam. Just go. But I can't lie, like we can't cap. If CM Punk was to come on any show,
if he was to come
bruv, the crowd is going nuts, fam.
Remember when he returned that Fox News?
Bruv, everyone went mad.
That was mad.
All you need to hear is because any company can use that song, innit?
Yeah.
So, bruv, everyone will go mad. Everyone will go mad.
Yeah. And we know TK will buy the rights to the licensing for that song.
He will buy, bruv. And
that's another conversation we need to have as well, the music. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like outside of WWE, this pay-per-view actually made me realise I actually like everybody's theme songs I heard at AEW. I actually like all their theme songs. Maybe there's a few that I don't care about, but fam, it just makes you realise that how shit the theme songs in WWE are.
Bruv, no.
Jungle Boy song goes off though.
Oh, no, that Jungle Boy song, when he won there, I was like, it makes perfect sense.
I think with WWE, it's just becoming more cartoonish and kiddish and you get me?
And they're doing too much. They're overthinking it.
Bro, all of their songs sound like tight beats.
Yeah.
No, the problem is, CFOs had good beats and then...
Oh, yeah, no. The only one I like is Roman's one. Roman's one is...
No, Roman's new one is sick.
New one is...
It's sick.
But do you know what it is? WWE need to go back to the way of making songs for people, like making songs for the people's characters rather than just making songs. Because you know what I mean, like Seth should easily have an Edge song. That song like Edge.
Seth's Messiah one, that was cold.
Yeah, that was good.
It
was good.
That was cold.
Things I prefer to Burn It Down. I don't really like Burn It Down.
Burn It Down slaps though.
The thing is, I like Burn It Down. After that, I don't care. I only like it when he like wins.
No, I can't lie. Do you know
when he beat Triple H at WrestleMania, I'm not gonna lie, it slapped. It slapped. After that, I don't really care.
Do you know what themes I hated Dean Ambrose's theme.
Oh, I
hated it so much. I hated that theme. Like,
hey, do you know what's theme slaps? I didn't realise it slaps. When we went to WWE live, we saw heard Roman Reigns the Shield theme.
It slaps.
I got goosebumps.
Now, even though when Aleister Black first came with his theme, Aleister Black's theme is bruv, that theme is cold.
Gully.
Aleister Black has a good theme, but I'm trying to think who else has a good theme. A lot of themes.
Kevin Owens.
Bro, Kevin Owens' theme is sick.
We heard that live as well, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was sick. Yeah, that went off.
Remind me what Kevin Owens ones again is now?
No, because I remember I really took it in. Yeah, was when he came back to NXT for War Games, and you heard that film. I was like, when he came back to NXT for War Games, I was like, Kevin Owens is proper. Yeah, I thought.
When he come back.
Yeah, why was that again?
I don't know.
Someone couldn't make it, or was it? Or was this a surprise?
Also, Survivor Series the next day, innit?
That was his next day. Yeah.
It was the next Survivor Series was the next day. He just came from one-time appearance to show love to NXT.
Yeah.
But a lot of these NXT man had good themes, son. Good themes.
Yeah. I think that's what the issue is. It's like with like Jim Johnson CFOs, they will make songs, but then they also write songs and bring in other artists to like work on the songs. Whereas now WWE, I don't know who's produced. I think it's Def Rebel. These men are just producing beats.
Any generic type song, fam.
These men are just putting whatever in FL Studio
and then bouncing it out. They need to be sitting on.
Yeah,
go on, yeah.
Turn it.
Be sitting on with the wrestlers, yeah. Cheese. Grab a seat, bro. Grab a seat. It's waiting for you, bro. Waiting for you, fam.
Man, got it. Yes.
Come on,
yes.
Come on.
For life.
Come on, man. We're waiting for you, bro. We're waiting for you. But it's cool.
No, that's alright.
You get it, man. It's cool, man. Bro, as you can see, episode 70. Whoa, 70, fam.
70.
100.
30 more to go.
That's actually nuts. Yeah, bro.
What we doing for episode 100?
Well, we're doing it in the wrestling room, fam.
Yeah, that can
You think
get
I'm
arranged.
joking?
That can get
I'm
arranged.
actually gonna get a wrestling room.
bro,
We're gonna do
that can
podcasts
get
in the
arranged.
wrestling room.
That can get arranged.
Yeah? Let's do that, fam.
100%.
After we'll get that Royal Rumble still.
I'm winning.
I'm still chair. New Jack Ting.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Wait, what's Kenny saying? Oh, cool. Yeah, episode 70 of the Wrestling's podcast. I go by the name of Nafi. Remain staying humble, or else you will fumble.
Finally.
All right,
But the wrestling's man never tumble.
All right.
That's my new intro. Mandem.
When I say grop, you say daddy. Grop!
Daddy!
Grop!
Daddy!
Strong star rating, leg drop hating, big back rubbing, cause Jericho loving, son of a gun. It's your boy Dope, aka Swole Lee, aka Pro Grop Tees, aka God forgive me if I bust my nine, aka you could probably see the hair. I'm a varsity blonde today.
Jeez, I like it.
AKA Swole Lee.
Man's a good Portuguese.
Portuguese. Man say Ronaldo. For that. Big up everyone.
Yo, people, it's your boy NK, aka the man of the hour. Too sweet to be sour. We in the building today.
Yep.
Wow.
Come on, it's your boy Sam Blacks, Mr. Controversial, Underdone, Mr. Hot Takes, Mr. 150 million %. And I'm back as always, man. A bit of a sore throat and that, but we're good.
Forgot one still.
Nah.
I respect it. I respect it.
He's still there.
Top 5 down.
What's AW done to you, fam? What's
AW's changed.
I'm converting slowly. I'm seeing it. You know.
We've also got a special guest. I mean, he's our brother, man. Come on, man.
Family.
Family.
You come on once.
Family.
That's enough.
Trust me.
WRESTHINGS member for life.
Let the man hear you. Too sweet. Let the man hear your voice, bro.
What's going on? Thank you for having me back on again as your official AEW correspondent.
Logan Sama!
Too sweet.
Yes.
As you can tell, yes, this weekend we had Double or Nothing, AEW's Double or Nothing. Arguably one of the best events we've had this year. It wasn't even because it wasn't actually because of the fans, the actual wrestling itself. I think if there wasn't fans, actually,
I will say it's because of the fans as well.
The fans added to it.
The fans added to it, but
it's added to it.
30%. The rest of the actual matches were like top notch.
Definitely.
But yeah, where should we start? Do you want to go through the card and talk about it, or do you want to just go?
Even let's go with the pre-show. The pre-show.
I didn't even watch the pre-show.
Serena Deeb was sensational.
I heard it was amazing.
Who did Serena Deeb?
Riho.
Okay.
For the NWA belt.
I swear. You won.
Okay.
Serena Deeb.
Serena Deeb basically turned heel. I feel like she carried the match as well.
Yeah, because she was working over the basic story of the match was working over Rio's leg, like just like proper technical wrestling. Like
That's what I love.
Working over Rio's leg, it was a sick match. The only criticism I have of the match, the camera angle was a bit weird.
Oh, the first camera angle.
Yeah,
but they changed.
Yeah, but they changed it during before you got to the actual first match pay-per-view. But Serena Deeb versus Rio, big ups to them two.
Yeah, big up Rio.
Definitely, like, as you can tell, they really like set the crowd on fire because like when you got into the first match with Paige and Cage. Like the crowd were already hot, and that's largely due to like the performance that Serena Deeb and Rio did. So big up them two, man. Sick match.
Yeah, you knew the crowd was alive as soon as Adam Page came out.
Bro, that guy's over. He's over.
Definitely over. Definitely over.
Like you, and that's the thing about the pandemic era. You forget like how over certain people are. Like you go on Twitter and you see people talking about stuff, but to hear a crowd react to someone like that is so mad, fam. Adam Page is.
I think that's the cool thing about AEW because like you go on Twitter or social media and you see like how people talk about WWE guys and then you go to the live event and the reaction's different. But the noise on social media for the fan base of AEW was absolutely reflected all through that pay-per-view because we'll talk about some other guys that got incredible like live pops and as soon as they start touring. Yeah, the pops. Those Wednesday night arena shows when they start going Texas and all over the place. You know, like the crowds are gonna be mad.
Very mad.
Looking forward to it, man. For real.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I mean, this for me was, you know, on WWE pay-per-views when they start off with the other title belt as the first match.
First match, yeah.
Like this was like that, but bruv. This could have been like last 3 matches on the card.
Yeah.
Easily.
Bro.
Easily.
Yeah.
I could say
fully.
I could say that there's probably about 3 matches on this pay-per-view that could have easily just been interchange of the last 3 matches on the card. It was weird because it's like the start of the pay-per-view was mad up.
Yeah.
And then the middle of it was a little bit faltery, but there was definitely some big moments as well. And then the end of it was crazy again. So it's a really interesting way that they built their card. It's very, very reminiscent of like a lot of the indie shows that they're all coming from.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of like a mid 2000s towards the late 2007 Impact TNA show.
That's what I'm about to say.
Okay, yeah.
Even the nature of certain matches, you know, mid 2010 they had a lot of interferences, but they were done right in it.
Yeah.
This pay-per-view had a lot of like
Oh
interference.
yeah, I think that was
people.
probably my only gripe. I felt like there was too many interferences, but at some point it made kind of sense.
Like each interference made sense in it, and then just the high energy and the high pace of action. I mean, Brian Cage and Adam Page shouldn't be moving like that at this time.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be moving like, especially Brian Cage, fam. He shouldn't be.
If you watch Brian Cage from Impact, he's always had that.
Even before that, he used to be a cruiserweight before when he was in WWE. In the Deep South Wrestling. Then he just gained up all the weight and just because.
But you seen him before? He was bare skinny.
Bare skinny. Muscle memory in it.
Okay, unbelievable.
Incredible match, man. Physical match. Like,
I think that's Brian Cage's best match I've seen in AEW.
Yeah, facts.
Bro,
I think that's one of the best matches I've seen.
And I think
He's had a face, isn't he?
Well, they're obviously teasing that because he's continually not wanted interference, not wanted to cheat to win and all that stuff, and they're obviously building up to it. I don't know how long the angle will take because obviously Starks' neck is not 100%.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a shoot injury, and I don't really know who they have there to work. Like you need to work a program for that. Do you know what I mean? So
my question to you, like, okay, cool. Once we're I'm guessing like you said, we're looking to see Brian Cage now become a face. What do you think are the plans for the FTW title at this point? Because
I'm sorry,
I think Taz is going to take it away from him.
Yeah, Brian Cage done something on Saturday.
He dashed the belt.
Because
my theory from when Will Hobbs first came in, because remember when he first turned, when
He
he
was
turned on
looking at
Cody,
yeah.
he didn't take the TNT belt to hit Cody with. He hit him with the FTW belt. Yeah. So my idea was, potentially what it's going to be is that Taz is loving everything that Will Hobbs is doing, but then Brian Cage isn't really living up to this whole Team Taz thing. Maybe it's a thing of we're going to now see Will Hobbs versus Brian Cage for the FTW title. I mean, that could potentially happen, but then what is the actual plan for this belt? Is it just an accessory at this point?
I think the title is like just an accessory. I don't think it's like, I feel like the title is like a mantelpiece for Team Taz. In the sense that this title signifies who the main guy of Team Taz is.
It's $1 million belt. That's what it is.
Tony Khan did say at one point that they do have plans for it in the near future, but it's only going to be for like special occasions. Then at this point, it's like, you might as well get rid of it.
That's literally all it is. Do you know what I mean?
That makes sense.
It's never going to be defended in a match that you're going to see it lost unless it's within the faction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Same way Steve Austin never really
Lost it.
It's not like like you said. So it is a prop, but it's like you're the top guy in the faction because it's Taz's faction. Always going to be. But who's the main push? Who's getting the main push in the faction? I see you. So I can see that with Hobbs. I'd like to see Hobbs, step up. Obviously, we'll talk about it later. But they brought in Mark Henry, so hopefully he can give him some tips to improve on his work and just generally elevate and level up. But it's an interesting one because obviously they jobbed out Page to Cage earlier on to just drop him out from number one contender, so they could set up this freeway for this pay-per-view. But now obviously they've put him back on track for the eventual. You'd expect that Kenny's going to drop the belt to him eventually at some point. Whether that's at All Out or Full Gear, I don't know. But he's going to obviously start his journey towards that. And Cage is going to start. So I as a first match, it had so much for me because it was an incredible match as a standalone. Everyone finished strong because it was like a screwy finish anyway. No one looked weak.
Do
you know what I mean? And they've clearly both now got directions to go off in. So it's like a perfect pay-per-view blow-off match.
100%.
Yeah.
Even the way the crowd was reacting to every single move, every single thing that these guys done.
Copy each other's,
that was amazing. Like, is it like the lariat that he does? What's it called?
Oh, the buckshot
lariat.
The buckshot lariat, and after he flopped, and after he flew to the F5.
Yes. That was
he did the buckle bomb, got a big pop as well.
I thought he was going to start doing, the Michael Elgin twisting powerbomb. I thought he was going to at least attempt that as well.
Who made F5?
Les?
I think this is the first.
He's the one to popularize.
Popularize. Yeah, people must have done the F5 back in the day.
I was trying to look into it. So it's basically a DDT.
Just a cutter variation.
Yeah, it's a cover. Yeah, and then Cena took the piss, made us FU.
Oh, yes.
Fully.
After that match, we had the Young Bucks versus Eddie Kingston and
Can I
Moxley.
get a 2 sweet from everyone, please?
Oh my
Can I get a 2 sweet from everyone, fam? That match there.
No, that was
You had
fucking
something
cold.
to say.
Yeah.
go ahead.
The match was sick. I was very entertained by the Young Bucks. Obviously, beforehand, I did tell you that I didn't really watch the Young Bucks too much.
Oh wow!
But after I didn't, bro. It's sad. Like every single time I tried to watch Young Bucks, I wasn't really invested. I don't know why. But after watching this match, I was entertained. I was laughing a few times. We're not taking a piss out of matching around Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, so they're doing mega powers.
Yeah, Mega Powers. Yeah. Fine. But even Shawn Michaels for a bit. Actually, Shawn Michaels there?
Kinda, a little bit.
A bit, yeah. Then the shield thing threw me off. That was
Shielding.
these men are trolls.
Yeah, and that was so
Yeah.
like for a split second, man, just did that.
Done that.
And that was it. Like, that's what he got out.
Fam,
But yeah, man, that was jokes. That was jokes.
Very.
But to be honest with you, if you go back and watch all of their pay-per-view, like their pay-per-view work,
That's what I was.
That's
That's
what they do. That's what they do.
There's-
Okay.
yeah, go on,
I'll
go
do
on.
some research into Young Bucks as
Literally,
well.
if you look at the Young Bucks' AEW run, let's go back all the way to the first ever Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing 2019. They had a banger against the Lucha Bros.
Yeah.
Banger. Then they did All Out again. They had the ladder match where the infamous spot where Pentagon does the Canadian Destroyer off the ladder. Banging match.
Yeah.
Then you fast even their first Dynamite match against Private Party was sick.
Yeah.
Was sick. That made Private Party look like proper.
Oh, in the tournament.
Yeah, in the tournament, yeah.
Yeah.
Then obviously you flash forward to AEW Revolution 2020, the match against Page and Omega.
Incredible.
Like boy, we don't even need to talk about that match. That match is sick. Then in the same year you got the match with FTR. And the reason why that match with FTR was so sick because that match had been built up here for years, bro. That man was saying fuck the Revival and being the Elite for years.
Okay.
And then for that match to deliver in a pandemic where like there was barely any crowd and that match
Was that the match when what's his name? Oh, is it Scott Dawson? Not Scott Dawson. What's the other guy called again?
That's Wilder.
I don't know the name of AW.
That's Wilder.
That's Wilder. Yeah, is that when he done the 450? Is that the match?
Bro, yeah.
That is the best 450 to never miss it. That is the best 450 attempt I've ever
Because
seen.
It looked heavy though.
Bro,
It looked
bro.
heavy.
And the thing is, who's this wrestler that I spoke to in an interview? He said because when he used to train with
Nathan Cruz.
Cruz, when I spoke to Nathan Cruz, he said he used to do the Butlins tour with Dash in it. He said, bro, this guy could do everything. Like for him, he's one of the most complete wrestlers that there is. But obviously, because he's working this older school style, you're not necessarily going to see it.
Yeah, that's
But
why I don't
if
see
you
it.
want him to do everything, he can do it.
Oh, that's
bro,
mad.
But bro, even the story of that FTR Young Bucks match here, bro, if you go back here, it's like the FTR paying homage to the older tag teams like the Steiner brothers, the Midnight, and then the Young Bucks are paying homage to the Hardys. Like it's so like the storytelling in that match was sick. And then you flash forward to like what they did. Even the stuff they're doing now, the match they just had with SCU was sick. The match they had with the Varsity Blondes was sick. And then you go to obviously Double or Nothing, and the match they've had with Moxie and Kingston, bro. These man,
Yeah, that was a cold man.
their pay-per-view run, has been sick. Like that's why the whole discourse online about the Young Bucks being overrated needs to end. Because they're just if you look at their body of work in AEW alone, bro, these man have consistently pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view prove to people why they're held as one of the best tag teams in the world. Do you know what I'm saying? So like big up to them and every time.
I think as well being heels really helps them.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
both
100%.
like Nick Jackson is just as good at being a massive baby face and drawing heat and all sorts of stuff. But as heels, it really helps them because it plays into that element of everyone says they're really good, man, but I don't like them, man, for whatever reason. They're too clowny or spot this and what blah 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 and all that stuff. Them being heels allows them to play even more into that. Do you know what I mean? And the more you dislike them, the more they're doing their job. But the matches, like you say, the storyline that's gone into it and the build up, and to be honest with you, the build up on all of those big pay-per-view matches has been sensational. The Kenny and Page build up,
Phenomenal,
sensational. I mean, to be honest with you, like the Lucha Bros was literally just these are two incredible sick tag teams, and that's all I want. Oops, I pressed the wrong button on my phone. Sorry. tried to silence it and pinged off the actual phone. Yeah, so they were just great matches, but the Kenny and Page had a great build-up. FTR, as you said, a match-up in the making for years. And then this, now as well, like the build-up to this obviously has been a different type of build-up, but the amount of like press they've got it and the coverage, and then them man stealing the Dior's, and then they even went to editing the ending of BTE, so the cartoon they've got like no shoes on in the car, like all the details, all the build up to it has been brilliant, and the payoff. But if you completely disregard all of the build up, all of the storyline, and just take the matches on face value, they're still delivering just as matches.
Well, when it comes to big matches, like I said in the group chat, you can go back to their TNA stuff with Motor City Machine Gun.
You
can look at their New Japan stuff with Forever Hooligans, Roppongi Vice, Red Dragon, even the Golden Lovers. I don't even have to talk about the Golden Lovers match. Like, bro, when it comes to big story matches and the big matches, bro, they always deliver. I've always had my criticisms for them, but when it comes to like the big matches, I always know that, you know what, the storytelling is going to be amazing. I already know the match is going to be amazing. I know that the spots that they're going to pull off is going to be like, and especially with a lot of the callbacks that they do as well.
So what, best tag team in the world you're saying now,
Not for me. Not for me.
I still think Usos.
They're one of my favourites.
That's another story.
They're one of my favourites.
I still feel like Usos. For me, I just probably
What's your favourite Uso match in the last 12 months?
I haven't really seen any, to be honest with you.
What's your favourite Uso match in the last 2 years?
In the last 2 years?
Alright, so that argument's done then.
No.
I'd say their match with the New Day was
the New Day. But I'm trying to think what other matches that they have.
Yeah, that argument's done then.
No, it is done. I'm
trying to think. You can like Usos. I like the Usos. They're sick. Yeah. Enjoy it. They're great workers. Really enjoy them. But if I say what was their best match in the last 2 years, and your answer is and we've just reeled off.
No, it's true.
So wait,
I can't remember. You're right. I can't actually remember.
No.
For me personally, I
said it in
the Young Bucks are the most consistent tag team. They're not my favourite, but they're the most consistent.
No, fair do.
Yeah, because favourites is objective, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's I'll never argue a man about you can't have your favourite wrestler can't be this guy because my favourite's this guy. That's a dead argument.
Yeah.
But like
it's true.
On objective, who delivers
consistently?
No, you're right.
Like
I can't even argue.
Looking at the back catalogue.
I can't even argue. Usos, I've not seen.
And in terms of consistency, there's like 10 other teams you can put before the Usos. I mean, obviously it's not really their fault. Jimmy's been injured.
Yeah, that's why I can't.
If I was to do like a, let's say, top 4 tag teams in the world,
right now,
I would probably be Young Bucks number 1, FTR, because FTR's NXT run, we can't forget about that.
Okay,
Then Usos for me, and then 4th it gets a bit because all time I want to put Briscoe Bros, but then Briscoe Brothers in the last 10 years.
Would you put a New Day there?
In the last 10 years, I wouldn't put the Briscoes just for the sheer fact that Jay Briscoe has, in terms of single acts, Jay has probably been one of the most consistent wrestlers in it. And him and Mark Briscoe, he's like sometimes in the mid card, then goes to low card, and they now tag team again. But in terms, if we're talking the last 20 years when it comes to the indies, then the Briscoe brothers will have to be up there in the top 10.
I got New Day as my number 2 anyway.
You do,
New Day is definitely up there.
New Day are definitely cold. Yeah. In terms of consistent, they're cold.
Man. And the thing is about AEW as well is that the Young Bucks, AEW has a stat tag division, and the Young Bucks are still consistently amongst this stats division, still showing people that we are the best.
And they've worked well with everyone that they've.
Everyone, because I was very hot on Private Party and I still am. But Private Party haven't had a match as good as their tournament match with Young Bucks. Yeah, they still haven't.
This just brings me back to the discussion we had about Kenny, where I can go through every match and he's had a good match with anybody that's competent. He's had a good match with them, and I can say the same thing for the Bucks. And it's not because the Young Bucks aren't the best tag team in the world because they sell the most T-shirts or they get the most tweets online or their YouTube video. They're the best because they consistently have, on pay-per-views, match of the night contenders and match of the year contenders, to be honest with you, consistently. Do you know what I mean? So,
what would you not say to the criticism? There was obviously criticism going online about these men are mocking WWE too much. These guys, they're overdoing it.
That's their audience, though.
They're heels, and that's what exactly. They've been doing it for how many years?
Like I said to you, bro, I find that shit entertaining.
Yes,
it's like I'm guessing who they're trying to mock. you know what I mean? Rather than me saying, "Oh, you're taking a piss." Bro, why would you get riled up by it?
As much as all right, boom.
Because I can understand because WWE are not really mentioning you, but then at the same time you're not allowed to, innit?
Do you know who cares about it? WWE fans care.
Yeah, they do. Like,
you know what? When they do it, AEW fans pop for it.
And I'm not gonna lie. Oh, go on.
Let me counter that specifically in this match. Yeah, because I don't hear man talking about like, Eddie Kingston's doing New Japan spots.
And he was Kojima,
and even
Kawada.
Even he dressed up as who did he dress up as? Was it the guy that wore green?
Muta.
No,
Masawa.
Masawa. Dressed as Masawa. Yeah.
And the thing is, personally, if I announce that my show's gonna be on Wednesday and then you're trying to counter program, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sending for you every single time.
Yeah.
I will send for you every single time.
Yeah.
It is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
I think after me watching AEW, I can actually say, yeah, it's better than WWE at the moment.
And now,
Of course it is.
Thank you, haters. You happy now?
Of course it is, son.
No, but you know what it was? I was all right. I'll admit I was stubborn because it was like, bruv, McDonald's. But you know what? McDonald's can have its bad days. It can have a bad year. It can have a bad 2 years. And WWE.
Burger King's coming up.
AEW's coming up, and I've got to admit it. After watching that all, after watching the pay-per-view.
You want to get the figures?
Yeah, I've got to watch it. I'm invested. I'm invested.
The thing is, you need to see it with the audience.
Yeah, that's what caught me.
Because I was listening to Meltzer earlier on the Observer Radio, and he's like, "Yeah, look, this packed house and the way that crowd was, when that's the reaction every Wednesday, and people come in and catch that, or even better, when that's the reaction on Friday, and they've just switched over, you know." From SmackDown, and they've just switched over at the end of SmackDown and caught this show, and the crowd is doing that, and it's like everyone's super in on all the jokes, all the references, singing along and stuff. For me, the AEW crowd is like the Raw After Mania crowd. That's the vibe I get at AEW shows.
Fully. I felt that in the paper. I thought, wow, this is crap.
It's that for me.
They don't like you, they're gonna fully tell you. They
don't like you to fully tell you, but everyone's there to have a party. It's like we're gonna get the beers in, and we're just gonna vibes out. We want to sing along, and it's like it's like pantomime, which is what wrestling should be, really. If you even think about Attitude Era, all these people like, my wrestling needs to be serious. Attitude Era was not serious.
It was loose. It was very loose.
You go back and watch Attitude Era, some of that programming is stupid.
No,
but
it was
jokes, and we're all involved. We're singing along with The Rock. And shouting what with Steve Austin, and popping for the beer truck coming out, and Edge under the duvet with Lita, and like, do you know what I mean?
Like, mankind itself. Have a nice day.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And Dude Love coming out, and we love we're buying into the Dude Love and all the DX stuff. Like, it was silly, and we bought into it, and it's that when you see it through the frame of the crowd, you go, oh yeah, like this is something that. It's true. Because if you're not getting it. It's like when you're at a rave and a big tune comes on you've never heard before. Everyone's like,
what the hell?
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Let's
sing.
Start learning the lyrics.
Yeah. Phone up like Shazam's on.
Yeah. I've done that before.
I've done it bears, fam. I'm Siri, what song is this? See Biz, the game is mine.
That went off in the clubs, boy.
I remember the first time I ever heard that song, I was like, everybody knows the words.
Everyone knows the words. Why don't I know the words? Yeah.
Obviously, certain man.
I went home and went on YouTube and learned it.
Yeah, definitely.
Official lyric video. So that's what I get from that. You know what I mean? And that is every Young Bucks match. And we haven't really even spoken about Moxley and Kingston.
They were incredible.
Even from the entrance, yeah. The entrance,
was on gas.
I was.
He almost lost the Dior's. Did you clock?
Yeah, he
dropped them, and then went off, and then threw the chair, and then he couldn't find them again.
And then apparently, like I was saying before the pod, apparently Kingston didn't know how over he was. Apparently Eddie Kingston didn't know how over he was, and with the fact, and that's why if you go back to entrance, he's bare like, what's going on? Because obviously he's been performing in the pandemic era, and then before that he was in NWA.
NWA.
So it's like he hasn't really felt the full force of a full
I don't know. You're looking at me. NWA is fucking cold. Big up Aldis.
yeah,
Anyway,
man.
carry on. That's what I thought. I like NWA. I just like.
Ain't nobody watching NWA no more.
I'm a Trevor Murdoch man myself.
Exactly.
Murdoch's
Trevor
cold.
Murdoch's
Murdoch-
cold. You're not
Murdoch's
watching. Anyway,
I've
Trevor
watched
Murdoch
it. Trust me, I've watched
is
it.
solid. It's solid. Very solid.
Solid is a very interesting adjective to use for a man that looks like he's literally a carrier bag for
Yeah, no, it's true. Anyway, Mandem can
He's
judge.
he's not a body guy, but yeah, Trevor
Yeah,
Murdoch's
but
solid.
he's actually solid. If you anyway, that's
I've
another.
watched it, bro.
We will have to. You know what? We have to debate about that. We actually
debate,
have
don't
to.
worry,
We
we'll
actually
debate.
have to. No, we
But
actually
yeah,
have to.
like when it seeing just Moxie and Kingston come out and the performance that them two put in
Yeah, it
was
was good.
sick,
It
man.
was good.
Like I mean, like them two are just so over as baby faces, man. Them two, like that's what you call like a natural organic baby face.
Like even their promo before the pay-per-view, they were talking absolute crud. Like Kingston and I was thinking, raw.
They were
They're
joking off each other, yeah.
like, I was thinking, raw. Is this?
And Sam,
like,
I must say, I'm actually baffed, you know.
What? How I'm so.
You're so enthusiastic.
I've not seen you this happy about wrestling in a while.
Welcome.
Bro,
Welcome. Now
the
you
only time I've heard you
understand.
speak about wrestling like this is when you talk about the Undertaker.
Undertaker, yeah.
Other than Pete Dunne. Other than that, I never
this
ever
is a
see you.
I'm actually baffled, fam.
Fam, look at all you're smiling, fam. Fine boy, no pimples.
I'm looking at him speaking, I'm like, who is this guy,
I
fam?
feel like it's us man talking.
That's what I'm saying.
Trust me, the sweat, the adrenaline,
And
it's
even
all
me, I
coming
can't lie,
back.
there was a moment in time where I didn't like. Do you know I wasn't really feeling AEW.
Yeah.
And me and him were going back to back with the heels of the podcast, innit? But now we're like,
Fully
I'm
converted,
enjoying
fam.
it, fam.
No,
a
I'm
believer,
enjoying
innit?
it still. It's bringing back that old ruthless aggression, attitude era, nostalgia. You know what I mean? WWE's becoming a bit too kiddish for me. I'm fed up of seeing
Bro,
Drew
watching
all the
AEW
time.
doesn't it
I'm
make
just
you want
fed
to
up
go to a
of it.
wrestling show?
Huh?
Doesn't it make you want to go to a wrestling show?
150 million
I
percent.
don't I don't even watch WWE, and every time I see highlights, I'm thinking, bro, I wouldn't even want to see this live. Like,
But I think it's because of the Thunderdome and that as well. Though that's
One
playing
of
its
them,
part.
yeah, it's sleeping.
But you know
part.
what? Yeah, and we say that, but then like, the thing about WWE, there's always moments that happen. Like WrestleMania night one will always catch you, but then
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like I don't want to be, and maybe it's just the difference in the crowd because sometimes it's not necessarily like WWE have a banging match here, but the crowd won't be responding to it the way it like.
Well, is that because I'm sorry to say I've realised something. I feel like this dubbed in sound thing. It's a real thing. They do it at live shows as well.
yeah.
But there were certain things where we watched at the live show because I watched it back.
bro.
It was mad. Like certain things that happen in the show, the pop will be mad. But when we watch it back on TV, it's like they've toned it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they do that a lot. They tone a lot of people's stuff down, or
nuts.
like
Or when they used to boo Roman,
When
they used to dub it.
tone it down,
Yeah,
fam.
we'll dub that down.
But
yeah.
it's inauthentic, and that's what.
Do you think AEW doesn't? Do you think
No,
AEW
AEW don't.
The
No,
thing is, I feel like
100%.
Tony Khan is smart, and whoever's running it, I think they're smart. I feel like if they see someone is getting booed, they're gonna play off it.
Yeah.
Easily, because
They
they know,
need
you
it,
know
yeah.
what,
Yeah.
this reaction is authentic. Why not play off it? Let's make this guy heel next week or something. You know what I'm saying?
You can see that they're super reactionary just because of like how they deal with stuff on social media, how they reference stuff on BTE. Like even like Tony Khan doing a promo.
Oh yeah.
You got a lot of flack for it, but bro, I loved it.
Tony Khan doing
that
that.
other con.
Yeah,
That was mad. That was mad. There's only one contract.
And then
Sorry, that was
the
cold.
memes going around like were killing me. The name on the contract says Khan, but it's Nick Khan. Like that was jokes.
The funny part about this, Tony explained in the post-media scrum that New Japan okayed it. Like New Japan said, like, because he went to New Japan, he said, "I'm gonna do a promo about this." New Japan was like, "Yeah, do it. Like, no problem." Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm saying? And he said,
It makes wrestling exciting.
"Bro, it's so it's." I don't like wrestling fans that take things too seriously. Like, bro, like these companies going back and forth. It's banter.
It's
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah,
It's
definitely.
exciting.
Don't think like the wrestlers don't text each other and that as
Oh,
well.
they
They're
definitely
all
do.
friends.
In every era.
They're
All the
friends.
wrestlers were all. Come on, man. Yeah, 100%.
All of these men are
Of
boys.
course, they've all like, especially these days, because the number
Yeah.
of guys that got into WWE when they were 18 years old and stayed there the whole time is very low. You know,
yeah.
you've got like Dolph and Randy. That's probably about
it,
it.
from that-
Everyone else
Kingston.
is like,
Kingston
yeah,
as well,
yeah. Everyone else is like, I worked there and with him, and we did the
My man
indies
from
there.
here.
And
You
thing.
go back and you look at some of
TNA there,
you look at Kevin Owens, but besties with the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Adam Cole, besties with these
Sami
man.
Zayn, come on.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like all these man like work together at some
Rollins.
point. The industry's small.
Even that
fam.
match I saw you saw, fam, with Keith Lee versus Suzuki.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
did this match come from, fam?
Yeah,
How this match
it
was,
happens.
like, everyone knows each other, fam.
They all work with each
That
other.
generation.
That's what I'm saying.
It's nuts, man. It's nuts. And I was gonna say, a quick one. Even when we talk about that as well, it's like I remember I saw pictures of Owen Hart's funeral, innit? I didn't realize Bear wrestlers even knew each other then. Or
Yeah,
even
Bear, man.
Because I saw Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan chilling with British Bulldog. But I mean, like Hollywood Hulk Hogan with the beard and that.
Yeah.
I saw Kevin Hart.
Back in WCW, they were all
Kevin
together.
Nash with, I didn't know them out. Do you know what I mean? I thought everyone had beef with each other. Then,
You remember forgetting that around
I'm young
then.
then.
They've all come from like the territory.
Yeah.
They've either gone to WWE or WCW.
Like even in the documentary, they were like, bruv, if DX really went through the WCW, no, but it would have been a bit weird because they're actually friends.
Apparently, Kevin Hart knew about it.
Yeah,
Kevin Nash knew about it.
Yeah, so it would have been. They would have probably have to do kayfabe and just scrap it out.
Like deeper, like you got people between two promotions that are married. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Britt Baker and Adam Cole.
Yeah, Britt Baker, Adam Cole.
No, Rusev.
Are they married?
Oh no, they're dating.
No, Rusev. Yeah.
Miro, sorry.
Yeah.
What was the next match? It was
Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy.
Oh, so the Casino Royale.
He's over.
With Christian Cage and that.
Yeah.
That was cold. That was cold. Christian Cage is cold.
Can I just say as well?
Yeah, cold.
I think Max Caster has my
Yes! Go on.
Max, he's won the
Max.
I was not with
See when
him.
they first came together,
They claimed, yeah.
Yeah.
I could not stand them. But as weeks were going on, they started to grow on me.
I'm like, yo, he's got bars, you know. He's not right.
Okay,
What's the other guy called again then?
Anthony Bones.
Max Caster's my guy.
Max
He
Caster.
was dropping bars. I didn't realize
But he's
how old he
had
was.
bars.
Yeah, he's had one, yeah.
So the man actually rappers, yeah?
No, he's a rapper.
No, he's
actually rapping.
he's not a rapper.
But he just raps
He
for
can
bands.
rap.
Yeah.
But like, you know, man have rap gimmicks and they can't
they
rap.
can't do it.
Or someone writes it for them or whatever.
He's
He
delivered
done his
still.
thing. Yeah.
I didn't realize how over he was until the end of the rap when he was like, and now screaming, everybody went mad. I was like, this guy's gonna be a star. And they claimed one of my favorite tag teams in AEW. I hated them.
No, because I thought in the beginning, I can't lie. I don't like rap.
I thought they were corny, innit?
I don't like rap gimmicks in wrestling, innit? But when I realised, wait, let me actually take in the stuff.
Yes, because it's normally dead. That's why.
My man had the whole Brian Pillman line with Brian Pillman Jr. He said he said to John Moxley, I'm gonna have Renee give me oral sessions. The name of our podcast.
Even the Boondocks reference as well. Booty butt
cheeks. Like I was like, no, this guy's actually
even the music videos, the this guy and the Shield fam. He's cold.
He's gully, and I'm like, yeah, no, Matt, like I've been won over because I wasn't a fan in it, but I've been won over.
AEW claimed this.
That is one of the. That is definitely one of the best mid-card gimmicks, like in
100%,
any promotion
100%.
right now. Super over. As soon as that gets into like arenas, you're gonna
let him do that
because his punchlines are on point.
Let him do that in New York.
I'll go off.
That would go off. That would go off.
Of course.
That would go off.
You know, they listen to rap and everything.
And even like
hip-hop.
and even like the way that the commentators sell it as like old guys that don't get it, and they keep like they make the fun about the yo thing. Yo. Hey JR. Yo. Yo. And it's like I just like the whole thing. I enjoy it every time he's on. And they're a very good tag team. And Bowens looked great
He looked
as
sick,
well.
When he hit thingy at Pentagon. Is that when Pentagon done that thing like that? After he banged Pentagon, he done the same thing like that.
Okay,
I think they did a really good job of that. Casino Royale. A bunch of people went over, looked really strong. Peyton Vance looked really strong. I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but Comarato. Comarato.
His spear was sick.
Yeah,
that's a good spear. His spear was sick.
That spear is mental.
I see he changed his ring gear as well, so he's got like the trunks and the tassels rather than the mad combat pants.
No, I'm gonna take an AEW. All these names I'm hearing, but obviously I get the spots.
You saw Leo Ross coming,
I saw Leo Ross coming.
I see. That was
that guy moving. That guy was moving on X2.
But that's how Leo
was. No. But when I watch MLW or NXT, I never see him move like that.
To forget MLW.
I think it was
moving so far. It was moving too fast that he started to botch a bit.
He was mad sloppy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro.
So he missed his
stunner.
The jump stunner thing. He missed that, and
he missed it and had to do it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just generally a lot of the stuff that he was doing where he was moving around and dodging. So he's not signed to AEW.
No, he's not.
Oh, free agent.
No,
so he's actually signed to New Japan. But obviously the travel situation.
Okay, they just.
Because he even tweeted that he said that he saw Mark Henry backstage, and the man blessed the beef. Yeah.
Mad.
That's nice to see, man.
Crazy.
I would definitely bless the beef if I saw him.
Yeah, of course.
We can still fuck
And
this shit up.
I'm like 2 times the size of Leo Rush as well. So for him, it's a madness.
You know, it might have been a surprise. He might have been gone down to go. The change room's there. Must have see Mark Henry there.
I don't want this.
I would have been shook, you know.
Yeah,
that's a surprise.
Rush was a good surprise because I don't think anybody.
Nobody saw it coming, and it's a name that everyone knows, isn't it?
I was probably happy to see him. I was like,
same. I was happy for him, and even when he said it's
I'm
my
not gonna
time.
lie, I wasn't that happy.
Yeah, for me it was more. Yeah,
It wasn't. Are you watching MLW though? Too tough. That's what. Yeah.
No, I'm a fan of Leo, but I thought,
Logan.
it didn't really.
Don't bother watching.
No, I mean, wait for them to come back with the crowds, but I wouldn't go back to watch anything.
It's a bit jumpy at the moment.
I'm just not a huge Leo Rush fan in general.
Okay, fair enough.
Is that because of what WWE done to him?
No, just when I've watched him, I just he's good and exciting, but he's not up there for me in terms of the
high flyers,
that kind of style.
Fair enough.
No, fair. I can respect that.
Don't think I'm not saying he's swag.
No.
But like for me as well, that Joker position as well is like it's hard because it's the same with Rumble. Like I'm expecting
the 30th person to be mad.
I'm expecting AJ Styles coming out and a Rumble and going mad because I didn't expect it. Like I'm expecting all of that stuff.
That's what I'm thinking as well. So when I saw it, I was like, it's not really.
It was. Do you know it's because I see him at MLW. I was like, it's nice to see him like come out of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm generally a fan of him. So when I saw him, I was like, oh shit, 'cause I didn't expect to see him in AEW.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect it. Yeah, you wouldn't. That's why I wasn't. Yeah.
It's gonna sound mad, but I had when I saw him come out. Even though I knew it on Twitter, but when I actually saw him come out on the watch back here, I had a smile on my face and I couldn't control it. That's when I knew that cool. I was actually happy to see this guy. Do you know what I mean?
Big up, Leo.
I have to say as well, whoever let Private Party come out in that ring gear, I didn't. Listen, until the second guy come out, I didn't even realize. Like I thought
it was a street clothes.
I thought Hardy just brought him out as like a heel move. Like I've got an extra protection thing.
Yeah, but they're actually part of the thing.
Because he just looked like he was just backstage chilling, and then they both come out and they're still in there, and I'm like,
they're looking like they're part of the concierge fam.
Yeah, man's fresh from parking everyone's whips at the front.
Man. But that final final 4 was sick, and then even the final 2 between Christian and Jungle Boy. The thing is, what I loved about that was that it was unpredictable because you could see both ways because they've been building Christian for time. And then Jungle Boy has always been in that final spot, even in the Revolution.
The tag team.
He was in the final spot, and the spot that gassed me is when Christian tried to throw him against the metal pole, and he spun him.
That was cold. Yeah, that was cold.
Jungle Boy, like because I wasn't really I like Jungle Boy more than I like his tag team, what is it?
Luchasaurus.
I don't like them as. I'm not a fan of them as a tag team.
Jurassic Express.
I'm not a fan of them as a tag team, but I love Jungle Boy.
I'm not a fan of Marco Stunt or.
Yeah.
I like Luchasaurus.
It is with Luchasaurus. I think for the style he wrestles very, very slow. So for me, it's like when he's doing some of these moves, it doesn't come across as like very believable.
So he's more lucha.
Like he's a good wrestler. I'll never take that away from him.
More like
he's like
he does choke slams and stuff.
He's like a hybrid of like.
He's 6'5".
Yeah, he's 6'5".
Okay.
But
and
he's
he does
enormous.
Like kicks, flips.
But yeah, he does lucha stuff, but as a 6'5" man.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, there's man.
He's not Brian Cage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, that's literally it.
That's bad.
There's man like Brian Cage who do it better. Who wrestle that style better than him, so it's like
you shouldn't really call yourself Luchasaurus then, or am I wrong?
That's his gimmick. He wears a mask and thing. He's under a mask and stuff.
Like he's got the educated feet.
enjoyable. I like
say, he's got educated feet. He's got that.
Yeah, I see his.
But when I watch him, sometimes it's like it's very slow. Like even when he does the move where I think 2 people try and clothesline him, we do the kip up, and then they'll now do the spin kick. It's like, bro, it's mad slow. So it's like the people have to wait for him to now get up. So, but yeah, I'm not really a fan of like. I don't mind Luchasaurus. I think it's Marco Stunt that I don't.
I like Marco Stunt.
I like a punching bag. Like I like it. He's a punching bag.
Yeah. Why should I give a shit about him?
Let me chill.
Why should I give a shit about him?
I was gonna say something mad, but let me chill.
Like the thing is, when he's in that spot of being that person that you have to beat up, he does it well. But other than that, I don't care for him. Like, I don't see him winning a title or anything.
No.
Or if he does win, it's by accident. Similar to like, you remember when Chris Sabin won the TNA heavyweight title?
Yeah.
Something in that spot, he'll probably win a title just off the sheer fact of like an accident, and he'll get him huge pop.
Can I say something? If it's mad, take it out.
Yeah.
If it's mad, please take it out. Do you like Hornswoggle?
I don't mind Hornswoggle.
But what? Isn't that the same?
They're not. Marcus Stunt's not a dwarf.
No, I'm not saying. No, that's what I'm not trying to get at.
Where you going with this?
I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is that if this. Oh wait.
Hornswoggle's gimmick was.
I guess you're trying to just draw equivalence between like the threat level.
Yeah,
Because
like that is,
Marco Stunt does not and will never
be a threat.
present
But Marco Stunt hasn't had a
realistic
5-star
threat.
match.
No, but why? I look.
Hornswoggle has.
Where's who?
Against El Torito.
Hey, that was
the WRC
alright.
match.
That was
That's a
alright.
5-star
That
match.
that was
a
funny.
5-star match.
That was funny. That was
Yes,
funny.
Was that Backlash or something?
No, it's TLC.
That was
What's
TLC.
his
The mini.
With the 3-man band.
what's his
Yeah.
what's his AJ Styles gimmick? I can't remember.
Oh yeah. No, I can't lie. That chicken beat. Because you saw that, he heard the entrance and he was like, oh, he looks like AJ Styles. I can't lie, man. He looks like AJ
He had
Styles.
the hair and the beard and the
Did
gloves.
AJ Styles get pissed off about that?
Nah.
Oh, yeah, Hornswoggle.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
how
I
did they
remember that.
remix his name?
That was funny.
And what I said wasn't mad, yeah.
Oh, shit.
That was funny, man.
Oh, big up
the
Hornswoggle.
Swagonal one. I can't remember what the fuck.
Yeah, I remember that as well. Now my brain's actually fucking hell.
One thing
The
we
Wee
did.
Nominal. The Wee Nominal.
The
one.
Wee Nominal. That was Wee Nominal. I knew they remixed it.
Oh my days.
Yeah, but I think Jungle Boy winning was a great decision.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think Christian needs to win anyway. Because at
No.
some point he's gonna get his Kenya Omega.
Do you know what we
match
skipped
anyways.
over as well that I really, really enjoyed was the spot with Cage and Hardy. And they were like, yeah, let's work together. Did the little.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Team against Jungle Boy. Yeah.
Did the little knuckle bumps.
And then Matt Hardy
Man threw him out.
dashed
Yeah,
him.
threw him out. Yeah, dashed him out. I see that. Yeah.
That was
Oh, hey, even Max Caster's bar for Christian Cage was sick as well.
Oh, the edge line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was sick. That was sick.
And then he goes, what did he say?
I like the fact that Max Caster doesn't care. Like he's just off the rip. He just says whatever he wants. He doesn't care about WWE. He doesn't care. Like he just says what he wants.
Nah, man. That battle royal was sick, and then even we spoke about even the music. Changing Jungle Boy's theme to what he has now was one of the best decisions.
When you go into arenas with that, it's gonna be mad.
Bro, hey, can I ask you something, Logan? Yeah, bro, you're a DJ yourself. Like, don't you think it's time that wrestlers start getting? Obviously, we've had it in the AEW, but don't you think it's time that we get more wrestlers having more songs that we know of? For example, say
Yes,
if
100%.
there's like, for example, I can imagine a mad wrestler coming to like, guess what? What's
Like when Taker had Linkin Park, Keep Rolling.
something like that, or even like, you know, 6-7 skanks in a 4-door truck, something like that, something a bit mad, or even like a silencer, something that's mad.
Wait, have you clocked that Will Hobbs's music is slightly grime?
I swear,
Yeah.
I've never really heard Will Hobbs in song like that.
Let me play it.
But I feel like licensed music in wrestling,
It needs to happen, fam.
it needs to happen again because it works.
100%. It works.
WWE have got more money than God, and they've got no excuse not to do it.
Yeah, they have no excuse.
I think for them as well, like they got into a position where, if we make a tune, and then we can, it's more money for us because if the tune pops off, then it will get streamed and buy it. People buy it. We can do compilations.
WWE are thinking too much of a business now, man.
But yeah, man, I think it works really well. We didn't
That
mention
is grime. Oh my days.
That is great.
And again,
Hey, Logan, chat that.
But yeah, we didn't even mention the intro of Moxley in the theme that they.
Oh
they,
yeah, wow,
that
that
was
was
sick.
sick.
They've changed up. They've got like a woman singing.
Yeah,
like,
so okay. So obviously, originally when they started using Wild Thing, it was because of Anita from the Barbed Wire match.
Oh, because that's his song. Yeah.
That's what he come out to in Japan. He comes out, puts the chair down, lights a cigarette thing, boom, Wild Thing plays, everyone goes mad. But most people in America remember Wild Thing from Major League, the Charlie Sheen baseball film.
Right.
And that used a different version. That used the version that they came out to now. Yeah, so they changed it from the Trogs one, which is like the original old school rock version, and then the version that they use is the Major League one. And basically, the thing with Major League, Charlie Sheen's like the pitcher, but he's just like the mad, crazy fast pitcher, but he's like a loose card or whatever. And whenever they bring him in, he comes down from the stands.
Okay.
So they've kind of mixed in the Shield entrance with that entrance, and so again, it's going to be a big sing along.
No.
Coming through the card is effective, man.
Yeah.
And even if you look at the AEW themes that work here, we're gonna get to him later. But Cody's theme works. Like a lot Darby Allin themes work, and a lot of the
The
themes.
Bucks theme is nang, by the way.
Yeah, the Bucks theme is it's bang.
Do you know the thing I love? Lance Archer's.
Yeah.
I deeped it properly at the pay-per-view. His theme is...
Everybody, yeah, that.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, does Kenny Omega's theme keep changing?
No.
Has that always been the same?
No. So what they do is that they pick different sections from the song to play.
That's good, bro.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's good, bro.
It sounds different.
I didn't even know. That's
Because
hard.
basically, yeah, sometimes in a pay-per-view, yeah, they'll play like the beginning of the song, yeah, where it's like bare slow. But sometimes in AEW Dynamo, they'll just skip time.
Actually, I see the way they do it with Christian Cage as well. They do the same thing. They will bring like the main chorus bit.
Because I've listened to the full Kenny Omega theme, yeah, it's got bare different bridges in it. It's got bare different, but the song is sick. But wow.
That's what I thought at first when I was watching him in Impact.
That's good,
I was like, wait,
man.
did they change his theme? But then the later part,
Yeah,
the
so
intro bit
obviously
came in,
for TV,
Yeah.
they just get straight to the thing.
Yeah.
So the guy that did that theme actually does like loads of cover
Yeah, I know.
versions of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
game
yeah,
video
yeah,
games.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
actually found him because before New Japan, he used to use I think it's Dr. Wily's Castle from Mega Man 2.
Yeah, it sounded. Yeah. It
Yeah,
sounded
yeah.
game.
So the guy did a sick cover of that, and that's how they kind of linked up.
That's it.
Yeah, the guy does a lot of Street Fighter covers.
Yeah,
does a
like
lot
all
of-
that old 8-bit, 16-bit kind of
That's
stuff.
not. What's his name? That's not the guy that done Sting stuff, is it?
No.
So Mikey Ruckus is he's like their Jim Johnson, basically.
Okay.
He's doing a good job.
Yeah, but the Sting theme is cool. But yeah, I just feel like going out to different artists and outsourcing their work helps a lot. Just help because you have a different flavor. Because what happens a lot of the time, if you have like one creative team making all the music, eventually a lot of stuff sounds the same. And like nobody has like everybody should have their distinct sound where you know
That's my man coming in.
That's
Yeah.
them.
So for me as well, the other benefit is WWE in 2021 care about making money in it. So the
that's what it is, man.
best method for them their music is how can they generate the most money, right? AEW have a different mission, and that is to make sure people know that they exist. And by utilizing, like working with established artists and all that kind of stuff, like they did with Snoop and the show that Cody was on or whatever, and doing stuff with Shaq and Mike Tyson and all the different people that have had on, but musically as well, it helps draw people to the product, or when they watch the product, they clock. It makes you look like a big deal. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, I think more of it. I'd like to see more of it.
Even Orange Cassidy's song is
Yeah. That song was in Fight Club.
Okay.
Orange Cassidy's song
Yeah,
was
it's
in Fight Club.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's one I heard it from. I was
Yeah.
like, fam, I'm trying to think what film. I knew it was a film song,
Yeah,
but I
it
didn't
was
know
Fight
where.
Club.
Yeah. That's sick.
Sick,
I
man.
think it's the Pixies.
That's sick, man.
What else
Brain's
happened?
gone
What was the next match?
Next match after that was
Rebecca.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes
and,
versus
Gogo.
Gogo.
Yeah. That
Controversial
was
one.
nice.
I liked it though.
That 5-star
It was a good match.
It was a good
I thought
match.
it was a good
Too
match.
long.
The finish.
was a
Okay,
bit-
I
yeah,
can
it was
understand
longer
that.
than
that.
And,
Do you know-
and the finish I didn't mind as well. Maybe
know-
because I'm watching AEW for the first time. Well, not the first time, but I'm watching it properly. And I'm
also-
seeing Cody Rhodes do
You're
that
also a
finisher.
boxing fan as well.
Yeah, I'm a
You're
boxing
also-
fan. So
yeah.
seeing Anthony Ogogo, I was like, rah. This whole governor thing was a bit like, okay. But when I think my man were telling me he's from
It's
Reading.
corny for you.
Yeah, for me.
As
you know where I'm coming
someone
from.
from here, we're watching it. But if you're American,
It's nice.
Yeah,
it's all,
that's why I kind of
oh
found
yeah,
like this
Guy
stuff
Ritchie
now.
films and all that.
So predictable, yeah, like Snatch.
Yeah.
Snatch.
My favourite film ever though. Come on, fam. Yeah, fully.
So yeah, that's basically exactly what it is.
Okay.
I think the match ran a little bit long.
I thought it was a bit.
Do you know who the MVP of that match was? The ref.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you watch the
Who's
match,
reffing that?
you clock. I don't know.
I don't remember, but the guys. Yeah.
Dark hair. It wasn't Bryce. It wasn't obviously Aubrey. I don't know the full ref lineup.
Yeah, it's calm.
But basically, he was walking Anthony Ogogo through that match.
Yeah,
Go
he
there,
did
this is
guide him.
next. Go here. Bing. I was really impressed with how Anthony Ogogo moved, to be honest with you. I think he looked very athletic, which is to be expected.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like you'd expect him to look athletic, but his lateral, because he's a boxer, innit? So it's very
He'll be more
straightforward.
stiff. Yeah.
But his like even when he did the spot where
elbow drop.
Cody charged at him and he sidestepped him.
Oh yeah.
I thought that looks
I see
his
that.
timing on that was sick. So I've seen a lot of people that were kind of like quite hard on him, and I understand because the match was probably longer than it needed to be. That could have been like 6 minutes. Didn't need to be that long. But he done, like you said, that frog
done
splash
well.
Was nice. Yeah.
was way
Mad,
better than it had
banging,
any
mad.
right to be.
I was banging.
He actually
mad.
tucked himself
That's an
in.
amazing.
Yeah,
and
that was
that's
a-
an amazing
let it off
ripping
properly.
uppercut as well.
Eddie would have been proud of that one.
Yeah, fully.
Not gonna lie.
Even at Angle Sam, I was impressed.
Yeah, the Olympic slam popped me.
Yeah, that got me. I thought
That
wow.
popped me because obviously he's Olympian.
Yeah.
The elbow drops are quite nice as well.
Yeah.
Bro, when he
No,
told
when he
me,
told
when he
me,
did
he
it.
told me,
I wasn't doing a bum. And you put the film, I was like, yes, I love it. I love it.
Because I was hearing Antonio go, I think to myself, what an AEW
Even his
but now when I saw him, I thought,
when I
wow.
saw it, I was like, fam, this guy.
That's like his second match ever, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like,
For me, I feel like he's a future world champion. It might be stressful.
Give her a
but I feel
couple years.
No, yeah, that's why I said future.
Yeah.
I think next month.
So now that we've seen that he's got definitely potential in the ring, but he's still got a ways to go. Do you feel like him losing was the right decision?
100%.
100%.
Now I think it's
Don't think you can beat Cody in your second match. Behave yourself.
But my only question is, okay, cool. If
Who can defeat Cody?
QT Marshall couldn't beat him, and if Anthony Ogogo couldn't beat him, who is going to be the one to beat
What's
him?
that guy called again? Let's see, what's his name?
Comorado. No, I don't think Comorado.
No, he's
I need
not.
to watch what
I think he's going to lose to Dustin.
Because
Dustin, they got a
because I feel
cover,
like
man.
Anthony Ogogo is the star of that faction.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to be, because it's not Aaron Solo and it's not Comorado, so it's going to be Anthony. I feel like they could maybe redo the match later on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think that future's dead, and they're just gonna move on from it because the issue is as well. If Anthony Ogogo won that, he then needs to go on and work someone else of a similar caliber.
Fair enough.
And I don't think it's like he's not there yet. To carry that. Do you know what I mean? So Cody will move on, and I don't know, like
Do something.
he might do a project. He might do a program with Miro. Pick the TNT belt back up again.
Why not?
He can't defend the thing. He can't ever compete for it.
No,
Yeah.
He should, man.
he's not, man. He's a man of his word, man.
That's bro. Yeah, he shows up.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it, fam.
Nah, you don't
I'm
need
not
to.
bad.
But no, but because do you know why?
I rate that.
The Triple H comparisons are happening now.
That's
without
what
the title.
I was just thinking that
They're
straight away.
happening
Triple
now.
H.
Once he gets the title, it's gonna be even worse.
Bruv, if he was to win, like,
Look
if
at all the matches he's winning. Come on, man.
bruv, it
You
would
know,
be
if you had
bad.
the title, you'll be fine.
It'll be
Come on.
annoying.
He's
It'll be
moving
annoying.
on to the shit.
I would be annoyed. I would be annoyed.
I think he'll be a good champion though.
No, he will be
Can
a
I
good
point
match.
out
He won't
as well,
lose.
by the way, after he won, the crowd didn't give a shit.
They
He went up and got into the crowd.
Yeah, and after everyone just sat down. Yeah.
He's not as over.
Even after
he's
cut
not as
to like
over
a
as he
fix,
thinks he is.
The thing is, once he becomes a heel, it's a wrap.
It's a
'Cause
wrap.
he's an
That's what he
amazing
needs
heel.
to be. Just be a heel.
As a
bro.
heel,
The
he's
black when he had black
phenomenal.
hair.
Not this American
No,
dream.
'cause
That's
if
your
you-
father, man. Just be
if
the
you-
nightmare again, bro.
If
Just
you
do
look at his
that.
indie run post WWE, if you look at the Bullet Club Civil War stuff, the ROH stuff, bro,
Boy, the
Cody,
cage match he did was ridiculous.
bro,
Yeah, against what's the name?
Wardlow.
yeah, bro,
Okay.
No, the cage match. I can't remember who it was in. It was
ROH.
ROH.
It was in an indie, and he did a moonsault off like a 20-foot cage.
Holy shit.
It wasn't Ring of Honor, was it?
Was that not AEW?
Was that AW?
I know he had a cage match in AEW.
No, it's
I went
before
down- I
AEW
went-
started. It was when he was
down-
doing
I
that
went
first run.
They don't do cage matches, do they?
It definitely went Rev Pro, because I'd have watched it.
That's insane. I
Yeah, it's
didn't
like
know
an
that.
American indie. I was like,
EWG.
Wow.
no, it
I
won't
knew
be
Cody
WWE.
could do a moonsault. Good God.
No,
Maybe like an Evolve or something.
but yeah,
Yeah, Evolve.
he was everywhere,
Yeah,
bro.
he was everywhere.
Yeah, he was everywhere.
Like, bro, Cody, even
Maybe even Impact or TNA. as well.
bro,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
Cody,
The
bro,
five, yeah.
Cody's run post WWE run, yeah, but that's what made me look at Cody and say, wow, like, this guy.
So wait, you are feeling
different.
Cody? You want feeling Cody in WWE?
I loved Cody. I'm not gonna lie.
Cody
I
was
love
sick,
Cody.
yeah.
I love Cody.
You
Do
know
you know
what?
what?
Cody was
Out-
good, but then when he had all that mask stuff.
Oh, that was his best run.
Out of
You're
Legacy,
annoying.
The mask, that was
Yeah,
the best
Dan, you
run.
are very
I can't
annoying.
lie. Dashing, bro. That was the best character.
Out of Legacy,
Fair
I
enough.
was feeling DiBiase.
Yeah, everyone.
No, I wasn't feeling DiBiase.
I was feeling
I was
DiBiase
feeling
more.
DiBiase.
Bro,
I was feeling
I'm a big
DiBiase
I'm
more.
a big Ted DiBiase fan. Ted DiBiase, not.
Yeah.
No, bro, I was feeling DiBiase because, fam, when I saw Cody, man saw the black hair, man saw the elbow pad, man
Yeah.
saw elbow pad, man saw pint and boot. No knee pad. I said, no, this guy's finished. I want to see this guy.
He's not prepared for the match.
The drip was pissing me off. So I said, nah, I'm not doing
I like
that.
Cody, fam.
No, I like Cody, yeah, but like for me, Cody was always
He was Goldust's brother. That's literally it.
You don't make me like him, yeah?
Cody
Is
did.
that-
showed Cody off the top of the cage, yeah.
You threw him off the top of the cage.
Moonsault. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh, that's a beautiful.
Where was that? Where was that?
But I know Cody's got athleticism to do that, though, man. Like, so cleanly. I know that was a clean moonsault. I know that was a clean moonsault.
I was against Kurt Angle.
Mad.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
In where? Defiant Pro Wrestling?
no, it wasn't Defiant. Could have been Defiant. Northeastern Wrestling, like
Wow.
just yeah. Look, takes about 30 seconds.
Oh, bro, he's actually dead doing that. Against Angle, you know.
That's insane.
Nah, man, Cody's done it.
handle those
Cody's
spots.
Oh, I wish Angle had more time in him, man.
So what do you feel like for now? Are the Triple H comparisons valid right now?
Oh, they're dead still.
Or
No, you
nah?
don't need to
It's
compare.
low key valid, but at the same
It's
time,
dead
I'm
still.
not. I'm not fully there yet.
I'm not
I
invested
don't know what
in
you
it.
man. I don't know.
He's moving Hunter.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you man are picking it up from. You know, I can't see it.
No, I can understand because I think at the beginning when Cody sat on the chair,
Oh, that's
you
what
get me. So I think it's picked
And
up
he
from
broke
that.
it. He broke
Yeah,
it.
and he broke it. I think it's picked
I
up
don't
from
know.
that.
I don't think
That's what I feel.
from there.
I told you I don't watch better AEW. Please don't kill me before anyone gets on to me. I'm gonna get on it again.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really on the Triple H thing, but I see what people are coming.
We'll forget our wrestling today.
Yeah. I see where the Triple H comparisons are coming from in terms of like Cody loves himself, isn't it? Cody's a bit big full of himself. But for me, where it ends here is like fam, he hasn't had the reign of terror yet. But his most recent one, I get it because he beat QT Marshall.
He beat Pentagon.
And now
he didn't have to win.
he
He
didn't have to win
that.
Pentagon. Then he's doing the whole announce. We are happy that you have a child and all
No,
that type
is
of
that
stuff.
what the identity is like? His alias is now.
Bruv,
They
like-
say,
like-
soon to be father.
It's not even that, bruv. Man had a whole pregnancy, had a whole what's it called, gender reveal on the actual show, and it's
I
like
remember I saw that, but bro, man owns the company for what?
I hear it.
He's a VP.
He's a VP.
He
He's a
doesn't.
VP.
He doesn't,
But
by the way.
he doesn't, but he's higher up though.
He's higher up, but it's like
Okay, so now Kenny Omega must have a gender reveal.
Young Bucks
must
does have a gender reveal.
Tony Khan should now do gender reveal.
I don't know.
Might as well make
and then he's got the new show with Randy Rhodes coming out as well.
Or like a reality TV.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like that's why people are
And
like,
he's also still doing the Go Big Show. That's season 2 is going to be coming soon.
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like he's kind of like
They need to write him off TV and then let him come back as a heel. Let's be real.
he's not
Come
true.
back with the black hair as well. I'm tired of his
Hollywood
blonde hair,
codes,
fam.
yeah.
I'm tired of his blonde hair, fam.
I like the blonde hair.
The black.
When he came back after he got beat up by Brody Lee,
and he came
I
out
was
the black.
yes,
I was like, yeah, this is
okay.
what I need. But he came out evil, fam.
And then after he won the title, he went back blonde.
Back and I was like, why?
It's not even a natural haircut.
Like, but I don't think it's Triple H levels yet.
Yeah, he's not there.
yet.
yet.
I don't
He's
know.
hunterish, but he's not there.
Until I see Eric Bischoff himself, grab the AEW title from Kenny Omega and hand it to him in a briefcase, That's when I say, yeah, Triple H. I'm not taking it.
That's cliche, isn't it? Yeah.
Let's quickly run through the Britt Baker and the last 2 matches, innit? We've got like 12 minutes left.
Mirror.
Sorry, I do apologise.
That's
all
all
good.
good.
No, it's calm, brother.
We'll just skip Ask Wrestlings for this week.
Really and truthfully, if we can stretch it, try, innit?
I can. We can.
IG, actually.
We can basically
we'll do
skim
that.
through the Britt Breaker
Yeah.
Shida match because it wasn't great.
Oh, you didn't enjoy it?
The match weren't
I
great.
like the pop. I
The
like
match
the
weren't
pop. That's
great,
why I like the pop.
But when she won, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
it
all
was
that
the
you
pop
care
that she
about.
won.
Good moment.
Big up Britt Breaker.
I felt that. I did feel that.
What about Mirror and the Lance Archer?
Sick.
Don't match. We don't have to even get to
Wicked.
Man on-sighted mirror on the fucking entrance. I thought,
10-minute hoss battle, lovely jubbly,
Lovely.
great pay-per-view match.
Okay,
Thank
before we even
you very
move
much.
on to the next one.
Can I point out as well, that was another unneeded interference. I don't think
Jay
Jay said he was coming,
It was funny.
No,
when
no,
Miro threw the
I
snake.
think the reason. Yeah, that
it
was.
didn't add
was
anything
funny.
to the match.
But-
If that never happened, it didn't add anything to the match.
Do you think Jake came in because of the thing that had prior at the weigh-in?
Yeah, but
because he punched him.
He got punched. But he's
Yeah,
old
probably,
man,
but
next stage, man, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't need
It was
it.
funny when the
Yeah,
snake
it
got
was
thrown.
easy.
But
To be honest with you, I didn't need that. Didn't need the run in a Young Bucks match either.
Okay.
Another
Oh,
question.
yeah,
Another question before we even move on to the last 2 matches. Lance Archer has now lost another match.
Yeah.
Does this slow down? I feel like his momentum's already very slow.
It's gone down.
No, because he's still going to be 6'5" and terrifying. So that's his job.
That's
His
fair.
And he's
his
lost
job is to put man over.
Sometimes you just need to,
And
That's right. You
very,
just
very
need to have
over
that
anyway.
spot.
Yeah.
I can understand
And the thing about the man, he's lost a credible man.
Yeah.
He's only
100%.
Lance Archer is super easy to deal with because he loses the payoff pay-per-view match and then just goes and squashes some guys for a couple of weeks and then loses the pay-per-view match.
It makes sense.
And then squashes a couple. And then when you want the belt on a heel, he wins the pay-per-view match. And then he drops it again, and he goes. It's not like you can harm him because all he has to do is just
terrify.
smear some guys
Zach
that
Umaga.
are 5'8", 5'9",
Yeah.
choke slam them in 30 seconds
I
on
can
TV,
I can understand
and
it.
he's live again, and get Jake and him to cut another promo, demanding like if the last time he lost. Went away, come back TV. They came back on, cut a promo, demanded, yeah, he's safe. He's back in the thing again.
I can understand that. I need to watch AEW.
Like, that's why you need guys like that in the company because he's not there to win. He's there to be a credible threat to put the guys over that should
anyone.
win.
Yeah, like a Kane, innit?
Like Umaga.
Yeah, like early game.
Umaga was someone else.
His introduction was sick. Do you remember that thing, the thing he had in the empty ring, being like bare these like random.
Oh
Yeah, bear them in
That
the
was sick.
outside,
You just need to
random.
Yeah,
that's
outside,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's when he came out of the pay-per-view and he shook Justin Roberts.
He come out scary.
I think I see
You watched
that.
it. You watched it.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I remember
yeah,
that was
yeah,
the first couple episodes.
Yeah. I did.
Jeez.
We're saying tag match now.
Come on, I'm out here.
Threat.
No, tag match.
Tag match. Oh,
Sting.
Oh yeah, fucking hell.
I lived long enough to see Sting do a code red.
Yeah.
yeah, that was sick.
Bro, listen, you see when pause before anyone now comes, it gets me. When Sting took off his top, I was like,
I was a bit scared though.
No, Dries,
I was like, this guy looks elderly. He looks like a pensioner.
Sting should not have taken his top.
Yeah, leave the top.
No, but it was a good moment though, man.
You know what he was
I'm up for it.
He was gassed.
I'm up for it.
And then when he jumped, when he jumped, I said, yeah.
When he jumped,
They were like
this is
three.
TNA.
They were like
This is TNA.
3 moments back to back to back
Yeah.
that happened one after the other in that segment with the outside, then the thing, and then the shirt. Yeah, pop for that. But then when I have to look at him with his shirt off, it was a bit long.
This Darby Allin though, in the beginning, just running at you, coming from the bottom.
He has the bet. No,
He's mastered
I've seen
that.
this.
Have you watched Darby Allin?
I think I know. I've watched him. Like I only watched like a little highlight of him doing that before. I was
He's
like,
done-
who the
he's-
fuck
he's
is this guy?
Darby Allin has
Wow.
one of the best suicide dives in the game.
Unbelievable.
Because his suicide dive is a suicide dive.
Fully.
He's what
committing
it is.
himself and the victim.
You not see one man through when what's his name? Ethan Page threw me to.
Bro,
Yeah.
Six spot.
No,
Six spot.
That was a
They
sick
worked
Crazy.
me, yeah.
Crazy.
They worked me because I thought Darby Allin, like, I thought they botched it because the way he was selling, he was dead, fam.
Yeah, he looked like
Yeah,
his
yeah,
brother was
yeah,
good.
Yeah,
His brother
he
was-
threw him on his brother.
Yeah.
His brother was in pain as well. Like he's
Bro.
up on the floor, like he's like.
Bro,
Did you see the wrestler next to him that was like,
why is-
he was like,
oh,
he pretended to sell it. Then he top was like,
Why is Darby Allin's brother selling better than Anti-Agogo though? That's all.
The finish was good though when Scorpio wanted to try
Oh,
to
and
do
then
the cutter.
Scorpio
He done the
Scorpion Death Drop.
What's that mean? Scorpion Death Drop. Yeah,
That was sick, man.
Yeah, of course. Big up.
Sting's still great, man.
Yeah.
I miss his old
Yeah.
I don't know for how long, but
Nah, his feet, like,
He looked a lot better than I thought he was gonna look.
yeah.
Yes.
100%.
That's his first proper match, right?
Now when he took the
Since the
head
proper-
tapes on
it-
the thing,
yeah,
Yeah.
live,
on
it's
the
live,
ramp,
like,
I was
yeah.
like, I don't know how this is gonna go.
But did he no sold it? And I was like,
no
oh
sold
shit.
it.
When he done-
So when Scorpio Sky done the suplex on the ramp,
Yeah.
and then Scorpio
Yes.
Sky went to the
That was the
casino
3
chips.
points. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
And
no
then
sold it.
Oh, he stood up and he's behind him. Yeah.
That was sick, man.
Yeah. Big up Sting, man. Big up Sting.
Hey, I'm
Triple
sorry.
threat match.
One comment in it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna watch that Sting match here and be like, "Yo, I need to come back."
I see. No. I see Taker training on Instagram, but you know
training.
what? But you know what? I don't think he's gonna come back.
No,
but he knows.
He said, I said I'm training not to come back, but I'm training to stay healthy.
Yeah, just to stay healthy.
But
Yeah.
bro, he's gonna watch that Sting match. He's gonna
When
be
the
like,
king of Saudi Arabia calls up,
yeah, it's done.
You're coming
he
I need
will-
Sting and I need
the,
Sting and
the
Sting.
knee
You're coming.
surgeries will be booked in.
fully.
Like, yeah,
The hip surgeries, all of that.
question.
everything. The back
Sorry,
surgery,
sorry.
the neck surgery.
7 minutes.
So, do you feel like if the king of Saudi Arabia came out and said, "Yo, I need the AEW and WWE collaboration now," you think they'll take it?
It could be very possible.
How much money? That's the issue.
Billions.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of
You
course.
said-
But
That
that's what it would
TV
take.
deal's only 450 mil, of course.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they'll take that.
Then we're gonna see Dark Side of the Ring collision in Saudi Arabia.
I won't be surprised. Hey, don't be surprised. Hey, listen.
There'll be real heat that day. We had the Stadium Stampede. I'm on that
Hey,
match.
you
Main event,
Skipped.
triple
Shit,
threat.
sorry.
I
Kenny Omega-
respect that though, because that should have been the order, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it should.
it shouldn't have been the order. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, because the ending.
Kenny Omega, Orange Cassidy, and Pac.
Wow.
What a trip. What?
Okay, is this mad?
Can everyone clap first?
Right now, for me, that's probably my favourite match this year.
What?
No, no. Let's
No,
go
that's
back.
Triple threat.
We've had better matches. We've had matches that have kind of like leveled it though. I'm trying to.
I
think
don't know.
what
For
match
me,
you said.
No,
that's
he
probably
only
my
said
favourite.
favorite.
That's my favourite match
Favourite, okay,
this
cool.
year so far.
What match has leveled it?
No, I'm trying to think what matches he said that.
Oh, no. Sorry. Yeah, no.
No, for me, that's probably my favourite match this year. Bar New Japan, but in terms of like US,
Yeah.
that's probably my favourite match.
Bruv.
What about Hammerstein versus that guy with the mask?
Oh, fuck off, man.
Bruv.
That's like
Orange
Hammerstone
Cassidy,
versus Nunes.
yeah. That guy. Oh my.
But I've said
what
it from the beginning.
performance
He's an
he put in, bro.
amazing. I've said this from the beginning. From years. He is amazing. Orange Cassidy is amazing.
Bro,
Just saying, amazing.
Even the beginning of the match when Kenny finally came out with all the belts here, I was like,
The entrance was epic.
bro.
Yeah, big up Kenny.
I said this is gonna be something special, bro. Orange Cassidy, man, MVP of the show. Obviously, Kenny, Pac, they perform, but bro, Cassidy, he is not a comedy wrestler, fam. He's a wrestler.
What did I say?
He's a
Man
wrestler.
must say man's gonna have a comedy match.
So-
So Orange Cassidy we're talking about.
The WWE fans will think he's a comedy wrestler because of how he conducts himself.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
if you've been watching indie wrestling for the last 5 years,
Orange Cassidy.
you'll
Fuck
just
that
know
guy.
that it's a gimmick that people are like we've bought into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I bought into the gimmick. Like I know I know all the spots that you're gonna do. I'm just here waiting for your greatest hits.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. Do you know what I mean? I watch a Kenny Omega match. I want to see like a man who's a master of professional wrestling. I watch Orange Cassidy. I'm here for Orange Cassidy.
Just for you to do you. Just do you.
Do you know what I mean?
That's it. And he done it.
The double Hurricane was sick.
Yeah.
I watched that.
The thing is about wrestling fans, like especially like the WWE ones, they'll look at Orange Cassidy and think like, oh, this guy's like,
No, you know
doing too
what
much.
it is?
But then they'll see someone from like back in the day, like Jesse and Festus, and be like, oh yeah.
No,
like,
but you know what it is? I feel
like
like it is very foolish because me as a WWE fan, I can
you
understand
know-
that.
you know,
But you know what it is? I've always messed with Orange Cassidy though. I've always said his personality and his sarcasticness, just being dumb. Not dumb, but just being oblivious. I think WWE fans,
nonchalant,
you
innit?
actually have to take it in because he's actually just perfect. Attitude era guy. Fully. If you actually take him in, he's attitude era guy. For me anyway. Like, he's amazing. He's my favourite wrestler on the fucking AEW. For me anyway. I've said this from the beginning of the podcast. I've said this already. He's too much.
Like the moment when he pulled Pac off and went for the pin.
Oh my god.
And the whole crowd thought he was actually gonna win. Bro. The noise was mad.
Bro, there was a moment where obviously like I think Omega was running the ropes
Yeah.
and then he was coming to Pac. He pushed Pac out of the way, did a Michinoku driver. I said, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
And even the ending spot, where like the ending of the match, where like you think Omega's hit Pac with all 4 belts. And then
that was amazing.
That was is it all 4 belts, and then Cassidy comes in orange punch. The crowd's going mad.
I see people burying him online though for the orange punch not connecting, but
Superman punch don't connect, man. Superman punch don't.
He done it at the angle as well with a hard cam where you don't need to see it connect anyway. So
like stop moaning for real.
Bro, that match, man, incredible.
Pac is all. It's just amazing. Anyway. Like obviously, I've always rated Pac as Neville, but because I haven't seen him in a while. When I saw him just move with Kenny, I just thought this is just wrestling.
Bro,
this is it.
Perfect.
This is it. And we all know about Kenny anyway. Come on, perfect wrestler as well.
Wicked, definitely one of my matches of the year.
AEW.
Top 5 match of the year, easy.
AEW. I'm watching you lot now.
We've got next Stadium Stampede.
Stadium Stampede.
I'm on that match now. I didn't watch it.
Stadium Stampede. You can basically skip through most of it.
So I don't. What they come down? What did they come down on?
Repelled like on a.
And it was bare safe.
It was that
I
half
didn't like that
cinematic half.
at all. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like
care
that.
about
It took too long.
I didn't like. I don't like seeing wrestlers come down on ropes anymore.
Oh, as soon as I saw it, I thought of Owen Hart. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Always think Owen Hart.
I can't help it. I just don't. I don't want to see it
Shawn
anymore.
Michaels,
I
Michaels,
appreciate
that
it,
stuff.
cool, but it don't make me feel good. So half of that match was taped as well, like because like obviously they had the big scrum, didn't they, in on the field, and then it went into the stadium, and they had all these. It was cutting different scenes to and he's here, and then he's in the office.
I thought that part dragged a little bit.
Yeah, it seems too like filmy. Like that's what.
Basically, Brian Alvarez made a really good point on Wrestling Observer. He said like this match, he started off with like PTSD because it reminded him of like the pandemic, and it was basically a pandemic cinematic match.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But he made an amazing point that I fully agree with. This match was representative of what this pay-per-view match was, or this pay-per-view in general was, which was moving from the pandemic era into the live audience.
Long-term storytelling. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Moving into the live audience to the point at which they fought all the way through. They fight into the arena now. The crowd's going mad for all the spots. Everything's sick.
I need to finish it, man.
Because when I was watching it, I'm sure you guys were watching it as well. You guys probably thought it wasn't going to end up in the ring at some point.
No.
Yeah, I just thought...
Perfect. It was perfect. They fought all the way back into the arena, the crowd got to see the finish, and Sammy gets the pin, and the pay-per-view ends with everyone singing Judas. And it was just good vibes.
And do you know what the payoff as well? Long-term storytelling, Sammy Guevara was the one to lose the first Stadium Stampede. He's the one that won this match.
And he's also the one that submitted in the last
in the blood and guts
match.
So talk about from this Wednesday, AEW, we're gonna have
Friday.
Every Fridays now.
No,
it's moved because of
NBA.
Yeah. So we're gonna have crowds now from.
Well, I don't think.
Yes, I think so. I think so. Actually,
I think it's full capacity.
Yeah, they are. WWE are bringing in crowds the next 2 weeks as well. I'm watching it. I'm invested. I want to know all these wrestlers you lot have been talking about now. I'm fully invested. I feel like from this pay-per-view, I've just said, you know what? Enough of me being a stubborn guy and let me actually just mess with this product and take it in for what it is, innit? Like,
I had a drink,
at the end of the
cheers to
day,
that, boy,
I love
because-
wrestling anyway, and that's what I've always loved, innit? Like, and you know what? It's brought back that hunger. WWE, I can't lie, I've just been a bit.
But, you know,
I didn't even watch Raw this week.
I'm gonna say
Imagine.
something. Yeah, Raw was actually right this week.
Okay.
Kofi Kingston versus Drew McIntyre.
I heard that was the only good match.
Yeah, that was a good.
Oh, swear.
I heard that was the only good
It was a
match.
respectful.
But you know what? Probably
Kofi.
Kofi sold the Claymore sickly, right?
Yeah.
I already know that though in my head.
I heard generally
I
that
can figure
match
that in my
alone,
head.
Yeah, well, just
that's
watch the
made
match.
Kofi
I will.
believable again to be a WWE champion. So
Everyone said
But it was
that.
annoying that he didn't win. That's what pissed
But
me.
wait for it. Crowds are coming back, bro. They're gonna make
Drew McIntyre's going to win the title.
and after Kofi's gonna get from him.
Frustrating.
Watch.
You reckon?
Yeah, Kofi will get from him.
And then he's going to job to returning Brock Lesnar in 30
Let's
seconds.
hope not. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. No, but now we'll get Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Finally.
No. That will be a good match.
No. I'm not saying it won't be a good match. Is what happens from that match. Because
Well,
I'm not going to
I
lie,
think
I
Brock-
don't think that will be a good match.
it's gonna be a stiff one still, but I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Same.
But I don't think
So I need to see it.
I don't.
Brock Lesnar has to be motivated for it to be a good match.
Exactly. Like if Brock don't care, Brock will just suplex.
But you know, I
suplex,
can't be like
F5. That's
things
it.
been a bit thirsty though. Bobby Lashley, every single time he goes on bump, he's always talking about, I need Brock Lesnar, I need Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar doesn't say anything.
I think Lashley
Let's see.
might push him
Because Lashley,
physically.
because Lashley
He's
wants
been waiting
it.
for this for how many
Lashley
years?
might
now,
push him
you know?
physically though to make him.
I think he will, but
We'll see in it.
how does everyone rate out of 5? Let's give
5.
Double nothing.
Five.
Definitely 5.5.
Yeah, five
Best
still.
best pay per view of the year.
That's a 5.5.
Yeah, fully better than Mania.
I'm breaking the scale.
Yeah.
Smash
It
it.
would have been 6.5 in the Tokyo Dome.
Wait. The question: would you have agreed if it was in Tokyo Dome?
If it was in WWE, someone would give me
Nah.
I loved it.
I'm joking.
If it was the MSG.
The crowd
150, you know what I mean?
was one of those stars.
Yeah.
The crowd, bro.
Yeah, it was a crowd.
was
The
one of
crowd
And
for
this
me.
makes me excited, because AEW are gonna do however AEW go to MSG, it's gonna be it's gonna be different.
Yeah, it's a lot.
With the world opening up, boy, we're going to see some New Japan stars
We
flying
need
in,
AW
like-
come over here, man. We need them to.
No, it's going to happen.
They're gonna happen because they were supposed to come in for Fighter Fest.
Yeah, they was.
They were supposed to come in. So
I can't wait for that, bro. I'm getting tickets, bro.
Oh yeah, Mandem will be there. 100%.
Boy, this was a great session.
Thanks for having me again, man.
Anytime,
Yes.
bro.
Big Logan, man.
You're welcome to come whenever.
Anytime. The same way you just tweeted us, bro, booked studio. Whenever we booked it.
Straight away. Straight away.
I had to ask because I'm flying to Poland for work
Yeah.
Oh,
for 5 weeks. So,
Sick.
weeks?
Sick.
Shit. Okay.
so yeah,
Enjoy, brother.
we had to record this one on an early one. So
Yes.
thank you. Appreciate that.
When you come back, we'll definitely have a chat, man.
We're even trying to do some events like in the future as well.
So feel free, man.
Headlocks and rum shots.
I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to look at travel for September for All Out.
You trying to go all out, yeah? To Chirac. Okay.
all out Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Mandem wanna. You never know.
This year, what you say? You want to go? Chirac.
The finances. Let's see.
No,
how
it's
that
fine.
goes.
It depends where in
I
Chicago.
was
it's calm,
supposed
though.
to go Chirac last year for work. But yeah, Chirac and Italy, but it would have got locked off.
Okay.
It would be nice to go this year, though.
Mandem, you get me? Feeling froggy. Do it.
What are you saying? CM
We've
Punk,
got Uncle London to
CM Punk is not coming back. bro.
Yeah, Uncle
Uncle London will bust us,
Uncle
innit?
London.
Yeah, okay,
Uncle
let's toss
London,
it.
fam.
You never know. You never know.
CM Punk's not coming. The trainer's sold. You see, the DLR is gone. The DLR is gone. He's got Stratford now, fam.
Lewis.
He's got Lewisham even.
I said Lewis Woolwich Arsenal.
We'll just ask them things there, fam. But yeah, Logan, honestly, thank you for
Thanks for
coming
coming
out
on
again.
again, bro.
God bless his voice. Logan Sama. There we go.
Logan, Jack that.
Yeah,
This is Wrestling's podcast.
By the
By the Mandem for
for the
Mandem.
Mandem.
Bow, pussy.
Come on.